Morning YouTube, I've decided to inaugurate this channel today, which, yeah, I finally got off my ass and made a channel, but anyway, this new channel is going to follow a completely different format from all my previous channels. This is going to be completely about practicality and basically tech videos. There will be a couple times where I go and get something really rare and really valuable and just show it off and that, but for the most part, this stuff is going to be stuff that you're likely to run into, probably can afford on a budget, and generally you're likely to need a tech video to deal with it if you've never experienced it before. So there will be things like Moisins, we're going to have Mausers, I may or may not actually go and buy some pistols. Got a Nagant revolver coming in, I will be making a tech video about that eventually. Other than that, it's going to basically just be tech videos. And speaking of which, this is our first tech video today, or maybe, actually no, I'm going to make a separate video for tech. This is just an introduction. This is the Czechoslovakian 9159 carbine, which is going to be featured in our very first tech video, which I'm going to be making today because I'm sending her out to her buyer tomorrow. This one actually did get sold, so that's why I'm making it today instead of being lazy and holding off like I usually do. Anyway, that's about the end of that. Brief history on the 9159s. We don't know anything about them. There's no solid evidence whatsoever as to where they came from, why they were made. Hell, we don't even know basically when they were made. I mean, it's generally accepted to be the 50s because it says 1891/59 up here, but following the mystery of the MO stamps, we really don't even know if it's a date or anything for that matter. Could just be arsenal data for all we know. Sure, IJ70 would be in heaven right now. Anyway, for the most part, these are cut down 9130s. You will find occasionally a cut down Model 91. Those are relatively rare. Some of them, like this one, have had the data on their barrel shanks scrubbed off, which I obviously can't catch that on my crappy webcam, but I promise I'll be updating that soon, so watch out for that. Most of them also feature a rear sight that is repinned. Basically, this was an update that was introduced later in 9130 production, sometime in the 40s, and it was designed to strengthen the rear sight, and they would drill 2 or 3 pinholes in the base of the sight. This one doesn't feature that because it's one of the earlier ones. Somehow it escaped remodel or something. I'm not entirely sure why. Hallmarks of this model is obviously a barrel shank that says 1891/59. That's where we got the model number from. And then there is a rear sight that has all graduations over 10 milled off. So it leaves these 2 really long, deep trenches on it. I'm sure you can Google image that because my webcam... Oh yeah, it did kind of pick it up. You can kind of see them by my middle finger. Anyway, that's about the end of that. A lot of these have come through with Czech stocks, so current thought is Czechoslovakia for their origin. But again, we have no data, we have no paperwork, we have no proof as to where they came from. So basically there's that. If you can find the paperwork and whatever else and prove that these really did come from some country, I'm sure you will be lauded as a hero for the rest of all time. Or for 30 minutes before IJ70 swoops down on you and immediately starts complaining. That's right, IJ, I'm trolling you on a YouTube video. Anyway, I will be making a second video in about 5 minutes once I get some breakfast, detailing how to field strip this. These are identical to 9130s in field stripping. All Moisins are the same for field stripping except for some of the Finnish models which have different barrel bands. And anyway, it's a whole can of worms I will be getting into later when I actually start buying some Finnish Moisins again. A can of worms there. Anyway, this is Sergei Mosin signing off.